Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andy, and today we have the February monthly reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Welcome guys, I hope you guys are doing really good. So I'm going to talk and update you guys in a couple of things. Quick disclaimer, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, don't take the messages. It may be meant for another Cancer. And remember that this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So that is covering quite a spectrum of placements that all mean very different things, okay? So just remember that people are gonna be watching from different placements. So you may be a Cancer Sun watching, and there may be a Cancer Venus watching. So it's gonna mean different things. So remember that the best way to get an accurate reading to your personal situations is to book a personal reading with me one-on-one, and the information to do that is gonna be in the description box down below. Okay, so if you will want to skip ahead. I'm gonna just update you guys on a couple things. I've been very adamant about talking about this in every single one of the February reading videos. January was really rough for me. There's a lot going on energetically within myself that created kind of a disturbance in my external, of course. And for that reason, I'm not currently at my most highest vibrational state. So I will not be doing channeled messages for any of the readings for February. So this is like my update. I'm telling you guys why, because January was rough. And I just feel I take what I do very, very seriously, and I hold a lot of respect to the certain practices and the way that I do things. So I feel that it's a disrespect to my practice and to the source, and to try to connect and try to receive messages through channeling without being in the right place that I would like myself to be, is what I'm trying to say. So I will not be doing channel messages, so I'm sorry if you like that. I love doing the channel messages, so sorry. We're gonna skip that this month. I will still be doing end of the month readings though, so make sure that you check back in after this reading. Around the 18th through the 22nd is when I will start posting those, okay? So for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, let's get into your reading and let's see what February has for you. So February for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You guys, your end of the month reading was really positive. So hopefully that is continued, that luck and that success is continued into your February. But let's see. So for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement, what's going on in the month of February? First card is Two of Pentacles. We're doing some juggling. We at the circus? We're doing some juggling, Cancer, in the month of February. So I feel like you guys are just, you're wanting to do a lot in February. You want to do this, and you want to do that, and you want to do that, and you want to do that, and that's great, and that's awesome that you have so much ambition. That's why this is happening, because of all the success and the new idea that you had recently in the end of the month of January, you're like almost, I don't know if this is a bad thing, but you're like being overly ambitious in February. So it's like, it would be really easy. I don't see, so far this doesn't tell me that you're gonna have a lot on your plate, but it's like you want to have a lot on your plate. You want, like I said, you want to do this and you want to do that and you want to do all the things, but you have to think about how, and here's the thing, you can do all the things, but you need to figure out, and this is gonna be different for everyone, but you need to figure out personally what you need in order to still be balanced. Do you need a day off in between doing things? Do you need a week off in between doing things? Do you need to get a massage once a week? Do you need to let someone help you? What do you need in order for you to be balanced, to still have your 100% energy and be able to entertain all these different things that you want to do? Because if not, this energy isn't very chaotic, but it can turn chaotic very, very quickly, because like I said, it's like you're trying to juggle all these things, you're trying to do all these things, and you might fall, you might get hurt, you know? And that's not like a warning, but it's just like you could fall, you could get hurt, you could drop the ball, you could lose one of those options. That's what I'm getting. You could end up losing one of the things that you're trying to do because you're trying to do so much. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of those things, you can't spread yourself too thin, right? especially because if you're spreading yourself thin, you're not going to be able to give 100% to every single thing. Unless, like I said, it is achievable, but you need to figure out how can you center yourself, how can you ground yourself, and how can you find the balance. Even though while you're doing all these things, you can still balance. You know, this person, a person who juggles, they're awesome at juggling because they can do many things at once. They can multitask, they can focus on the different balls that are going up, they can balance, they have quick reaction. You know what I'm saying? We need all these qualities and these traits. And I don't know, do you have them, Cancer? You would know if you got the traits in order to take on all this work. Do you get what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, people get I'm someone here, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm someone that gets overwhelmed very easily when a bunch of little things happen at once. Like, the worst thing in the world could happen to me, and if it's just like one or two really big things, I'm good. Like, that doesn't stress me out. But if like a bunch of tiny little things, like, or if just a lot of things happen at once in my life, I get overwhelmed, like it's crazy. Like, it's really ridiculous, and I get frustrated. I'm like, why do I get overwhelmed so easily? And then that makes me feel even more overwhelmed. So cards that we have out, I'm just pulling a couple more before I want to start talking about these next cards. So we have the Magician in reverse, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. So watch your thoughts this month, okay, with the Magician in reverse. You can manifest these possibilities, these things that you're trying to do, you can manifest, you can make it work. This is what this is telling me. You can make it work. But Cancer, I feel like you either have or you're gonna have in February a tendency, and it could be because you're spreading yourself a little bit thin, you could have a tendency to get like overwhelmed a little bit and get stressed out because you're trying to do so much, that because of the stress, it starts to make you start thinking negatively about certain things or talk negatively about certain things that you're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it could be even as something as small as like you're trying to do all these things, like you go here and you go there and you go there, and then like at the end of the day you're so exhausted, you're like, oh my god, that was so like exhausting. And it's like there might be like some complaining that goes on a little bit. You might start complaining a little bit about being so tired from all these things when you really should be grateful that you're doing all these things, if these are all the things that you really want to do. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys, you need to like that. Oh, that's really what it is. You guys can do all the things, like I said, but you need to figure out how you can feel more balanced. And I'm really getting that primarily the biggest way is that you're gonna have to allow people to help you. You know, as much as you give to others and you do to others, because Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, right? So you got to, as equally as you're giving, you have to allow yourself to take a little bit for yourself as well. So keep that in mind, because that's something that's going to be very, very, like, it's going to be crucial for you to understand and allow yourself to practice, allowing yourself to receive from others while you're giving and doing all these things, because that's going to help you find the balance in order to even handle everything. And then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys feel, hold on. Let me clarify before I say what I'm gonna say. Clarify the Nine of Cups in reverse for me, please. Clarify the Nine of Cups in reverse. Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse here? Well, I'm only gonna take one card, but we have the Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the card I'm gonna take is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys are just feeling maybe like, some of you guys I think this is yet to happen, because I feel like you guys you know what you want. I feel like you're doing stuff that you want to do, but I feel like maybe somewhere in the month, you might kind of have like a moment of, can I really do this? Is this really possible? Can I actually achieve all this? Can I get exactly what I want, how I want it? I feel like you're gonna have a moment like that. And I mean, I don't know if Spirit's gonna let us know, but I feel like you're gonna have a moment of kind of like of doubt, especially with the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like you might take a pause in February. And it might be a good thing, actually. I don't feel like it's negative. It doesn't feel bad. It feels like it might actually be a good thing for you to take like a pause and kind of just be like, okay, is what I'm doing realistic? Am I doing too much? Like, do I need to lessen my load, or what do I need to do? That's the thing. It's like, I feel like you're gonna take a pause. You're gonna end up taking a pause anyways, and you're just gonna rethink your plan. You're gonna have to end up rethinking it. So if you want to avoid having to do that, rethink your plan now. Why wait? Why wait until things get too hard to handle and then have to rethink it? Because that's stressful to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this would be a good month to like come up with like a backup plan or two, you know, in case something doesn't work out the way you want it to. Better safe than sorry. 4 of Pentacles. But I feel like you're being stubborn about something. It could just be like the pursuit of one of these options or the pursuit of what you're trying to do. You're just so like, no, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna do it the way that I wanna do it. And then you come out the end, Queen of Cups. So we have the Moon in reverse, 4 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. I definitely think though that it still will be a good month, like money-wise, like money will be coming in. That's strong in both of these cards. I feel like you're just gonna be very like dead set on doing things in a certain way, okay? Not saying that's necessarily wrong, but try to be open-minded about other possibilities because it may end up that some things might not work out exactly the way that you want it to, and you might have to end up rethinking your approach, rethinking your action, your plan of action of getting what you want. Because there's something that you don't know yet. Sorry to say, Cancer, the Moon in reverse. So the Moon tells us that when it's an upright, it tells us that there's something that we don't know, but we will find out about it. When it's in reverse, it means there's a piece of the puzzle missing and you don't know about it and it's not coming out yet. You're not gonna find out about it, I don't think, in this month. So that's kind of why I feel like that tells me, that explains why this up here is happening with the Magician in reverse and with the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Why there might be a pause in the month where you kind of have to like reevaluate things, be like, okay, wait, hold on. What am I doing? You know, is the way I'm doing it really the best way to do it? Because there might be something later on in the month that comes out that really, it'll either add more onto your plate and make things extremely difficult to juggle everything. And then that's when that's when you're gonna really need those skills. Can you multitask? Can you have fast reflex? How fast are you gonna react? How fast can you come to a solution? How fast can you take action? There's something that's gonna be unexpected gonna happen. And like I said, it might even just be a good thing. Like it might just be that you get like more work or you get more this or more this, but it just might be like too much to handle at that point. So I'm not feeling that it's necessarily negative, but something unexpected is going to happen that you do not see coming. And it's gonna test you. It's gonna test where you're at. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is you. It's gonna test you, and it's gonna be a moment of like, are you really the Queen of Cups? Are you really in this energy right now? Because the Queen of Cups wouldn't let something, you know, rattle her like this, right? You would try to find out how can you would need to tap into the mothering side of how can I find a solution that best serves everyone, not just me, because whatever this is gonna have to deal with, it's gonna like involve, there's gonna be a lot of other people involved, like other people's lives will be affected by the decision that you make or do not make. Does that make sense? I know it seems like you just have a lot of pressure on your life this month, but it seems like you have created it. Like for some reason, I think you want whatever it is that you're doing. It's like you want that. You know, it's like you are creating a lot of pressure and attention on yourself. Not necessarily bad, but it seems like there's a lot of external energies around you in February. That's going to be a test. Like, how secure are you with yourself? Because Queen of Cups is secure in who she is. She knows who she is. She knows how she feels about things. She knows what she feels about herself. She knows that she has a lot of love to give and a lot to offer. So it's definitely not a month where you can be down in yourself, okay? So you got to have, like, that's what I'm saying. I would have a backup plan, Cancer, when this unexpected thing happens, so that you're like, you know what? No, I still want to do this. I have my other plan. Like, oh, that didn't work out? Oh, it's okay. I already know how, I already have another way to handle this, so I'm good. I still want this. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to be secure in what you want and how you feel about the situation. And also remember, don't get greedy. Don't get lost in greed in the chase of money or this newfound success that you have recently. You know, remember, you know, remind yourself who you are, the Queen of Cups, that you're a loving person, that you care for others and that you put others first. which I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying like that's who you are naturally. You like to help other people. So remind yourself of that in the moment when something unexpected happens, because you may be put like in a hard place where you might have to make a decision that like might affect a lot of people negatively, but then you will also have the option to not do that. So, you know, in that moment, remind yourself who you are and what you value in order to make the correct decision. Yeah, you're really going to need to be really secure in who you are this month and what you stand for and what you believe in. It's not a month for your faith to waver. It's not a month for you to, you know, like all of a sudden like your values change. No, it's a month for you to have faith in what you value and what you believe in, and trust that what you're fighting for is worth it. Do not waver. Don't let it change that. Because I feel like you have very good intentions. That's what I'm saying. Remind yourself of what the intentions you have whenever that unexpected thing comes up. So for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what is an obstacle that is in the way in the month of February? So what's getting in Cancer's way? What's getting in Cancer's way? Oh, she flipped over. Shadow. Look at this. It's a person looking at themselves. What's getting in your way? Your shadow self, your shadow aspect. Those parts, we all have a shadow side. It's those parts of ourselves that we keep a little bit more hidden from everyone else. It's those traits or behaviors that are in us that we necessarily might not follow or listen to all the time, but are there, and those traits might be a little bit chaotic and a little bit destructive and a little bit like, it might just be like something, it could even just be like something where, and this is an example, I don't really know if this is what it is, but it could be something like where you're presented with an option where like someone might present you with an option or an ultimatum like, okay, if you pick road A, it leads to success and money, but it's going to screw over a lot of people. And if you choose B, you're not really gonna make any money, but you'll be helping so many people. And it's kind of in that second, like, I kind of, you know, it's that your shadow self is going to instantly want the success, you know, because it's like the shadow self operates out of the ego. So your ego is going to want success and fame and attention and money and material things. But then that's what I'm saying. In that moment, you have to remind yourself, you have to fight your own ego and be like, no, this isn't what I value. I value honesty, and I value love, and I value realness, and I value helping people and being there for others. That's what I stand for. That's who I am. And it's like you're gonna have to like have this moment with yourself where it's like you're gonna have to really look at yourself in the mirror and like almost like not negate or neglect, but be like, I understand that I have this part of me that wants these things, but I also understand that it's not truly who I am. It's a part of me because the ego is a part of you, but it's not who you are at the core. So that's what's going to be getting in your way, is your own ego, is your own shadow side. Wow, okay. Let's get a message from your angels. So for the angels that guide, protect, and watch over Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what do you want Cancer to know in the month of February? What is some advice or guidance that you would like to bestow upon Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from the angels that watch over, guide, and protect Cancer? What is their message? What do they need to know? We have Cupid. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. So what I'm really getting from this is that I really don't think it's romantic. Maybe for some of you, take it as that if you want to, but I'm not really getting that vibe. I feel like your angels are letting you know that they're helping you stay true to yourself. They're like sending you a lot of love. They're sending you like a lot of like almost like affirmative energy in who you are. Like they're trying to like affirm who you are. They're trying to send you a lot of energy to help you stay connected with yourself. They want to make sure that you stay loving yourself, you stay true to yourself, you stay real with yourself, and that you see the love in the situation. You see why you're doing what you're doing. It's because it's out of love for yourself, out of love for your work, out of love for what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want you to keep love in mind, because love is more powerful than any amount of money or success that could come from whatever it is that you're doing, okay? So keep that in mind. That is your reading, Cancer. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it helps you in any way, shape, or form. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below how it resonated, because I love to read the comments. Like and subscribe for more readings from me. If this did not resonate with you, I recommend that you check out your other placements as well. And keep in mind that I will be doing the end of the month readings for all 12 signs around the 18th and the 22nd of this month. So make sure that you come back and check out your end of the month reading for a quick little recap, and we'll see how you did. Alrighty, I think that's it. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.